Alright, so our dear Senator Jackie Rosen out here in Nevada is introducing some new legislation, some extreme heat disaster declaration, so that they can tap into more money from the feds, so that the feds can then come in here, give the state a whole bunch of money, and then create a bunch of rules and regulations that only exist during an emergency declaration that everybody has to abide by. And I guarantee it's not going to work out well for the residents. Getting billions of dollars to combat this extreme heat. This extreme heat that we're actually going through because some of these contractors that have been contracted and given federal funding for renewable energy that are putting up these photovoltaic solar array fields and these solar plants need the land to be dry. They need it to be dry. And they are contracting geoengineering consultants, and they are creating this heat dome effect that we are living in, causing the extreme heat. They have to keep that land dry while they're constructing their solar fields and their renewable energy fields, okay? They can't have a bunch of rain. They can't have a bunch of deluge where we're having these monsoonal rains coming in. They had to put a stop to that. And that's why we are living under a heat dome effect right now. And we are essentially being microwaved, and every drop of moisture is being evaporated out of this valley right now. They cannot have these critical installations, these essential installations, like these power grids and these solar voltaic array fields, getting inundated with water. They are keeping us dried out while these contractors are putting in these solar fields. Okay, I guarantee you there's a track of it. I guarantee you somewhere there is a contractor, there is an agreement that has been signed between the state of Nevada and a geoengineering consultant that is creating this heat dome effect and keeping us dry intentionally. This is intentional. And leave it to the state of Nevada and these corrupt-ass people here and our conservationists to go and exploit the situation and not let a crisis go to waste, because as soon as they get that federal money, after this extreme heat disaster is declared, they're going to invest it into what they call portable AC units, fans for old people, and cooling pods for emergency services. Good morning. And tools and equipment for them to combat the extreme heat that's going on right now. And within 5 years, all that's going to be defunct. All the equipment's going to be defunct. All of those contractors and people are going to be long gone. They're going to take their money. They're going to give us as much as they can possibly give without hurting their wallet and their profit. And then they're going to move on. But the bottom line is, this heat dome effect and this extreme heat that we are experiencing here in Nevada is intentional. They are keeping it dry because their contractors have to get those solar fields up. And they're putting them up around dry lake beds in areas where water will normally pool naturally. So they cannot have that. We are being subjected to this heat dome intentionally. It is an intentional flash drought. And now Senator Rosen is going to declare an emergency, and they're going to get access to billions of dollars. That's not really going to benefit the residents. I guarantee you, it's not going to benefit the residents. It's getting very dangerous and ridiculous out here, folks. They are microwaving and cooking us alive to meet their renewable energy standards. They cannot have these dry lake beds or any areas around here where they're putting in these solar fields getting inundated with water. It needs to stay dry. And I guarantee you, like I said, because I'm repetitive, I'll say it again, I guarantee you somewhere there is an agreement or a contract that our so-called state leaders and conservationists and people in charge of all of that has signed with some geoengineering group that is intentionally creating the heat dome effect. we are being cooked alive so that they can meet their renewable energy standards. Tell me what the benefit is. Can we weigh the risks and the benefits? These people out here are so corrupt, and it is just so ridiculously far gone.